All right, welcome to another episode of War Daddies. We are going to talk about some events upcoming in the Great Plains, and we're really going to focus in on Summergeddon, which Dawn is running for us. Um, so he can say hi.
I mute myself so I don't talk all the time, but hey, how you guys doing?
And then Travis is going to eat his microphone so we can hear him today.
Yes. Speak with your
Big,
chest.
big, loud words.
Big,
Speak.
loud words. So people who are over 60 can hear us.
Like Dawn.
We talked about this, sir. I don't want to act out in front of anyone else.
All right, so the first event we have upcoming, this is Midwest Conquest. It is in the Kansas City area. They got 21 tickets left. Um, I think they said they had a golden ticket. I'm not sure. They could. Maybe I'm thinking of a different event, but 21 tickets left. 40 looks like a lot of fun. It's in the Kansas City area, kind of in between everyone.
I think they need 7 more to qualify for Great Plains Masters.
Uh, 21 tickets remaining.
I
There's
thought it
two.
was.
There's 2 drops though
Oh,
that they haven't.
there's
They
two.
haven't cut.
All right, so like 7 more people. Go sign up. Kansas City.
It's run by some really good people too, so you should have a good time.
River City Rumble. End of May. Um, Jake was telling people go.
It's in the St. Louis area.
St. Louis.
Yeah, it's right across the river in Fairview Heights, Illinois.
Then we get Bug Eater, Omaha, Nebraska. I think it's at a high school this year. They still have lots of tickets for you to buy.
It's been at a high school,
Um,
I think, for like forever, right, Travis?
Yeah, every time I've gone, or the one time I went, it was at the high school, but I'm pretty sure they keep it there.
yeah, it's either the high school or a church this year, I think.
Okay.
I think they had a renovation happening. I could be wrong, but it's Nebraska, Omaha. We want to see them sell the event out. All right, so Bug Eater is our last event for the current season of the Great Plains.
That's
So
right.
everything after this, which I'm only going over 2 more events, is Hoghammer. This is going to be our first event of the new season. And it's back down in Rogers, Arkansas. Games Explosion. They've got 5 of their 32 sold. So lots of room. Everyone enjoys the guys down there. Obed puts on good events, even if
That's
it's sick with Nurgle's gift. Um,
And he's my little buddy, so can't hate on that.
so we've had a couple of GTs in the last few weeks. We have an updated leaderboard for the Great Plains. I mean, other than Alex still holding the number one spot because the man really likes his 5-0s.
hard to beat him. Actually, he's only had one 5-0, but he's had a lot of 4-1s.
We got Laron in second. Michael Morley has really just been on a tear with Zinch with the
But
new.
yeah, the Zinch book came out, and Michael picked it up and has been running with it ever since.
He's
Michael's a
not.
really good guy. I'm really
Yeah,
happy to see him
he
really kind of
bullied.
coming into his own right now.
He bullied the shit out of me at Taxman. It was a fun game, but he bullied me. Carson is in fourth. Joel has made his way into our top 8.
Nice.
Tristan, he hasn't really
He's
left.
been top 8, but yeah,
Dylan Holmes, I think, is a new one in there also. Yeah, he took Hellsmiths to Taxman and went that 4-1 with it.
and I think because of that, let me check the ITC leaderboards, but I think that really bumped him up on the ITC leaderboards as well.
And then Dylan Gill rounds out our top 8 at number 8. So
Does this
Still,
count the last event? Because I thought Patterson moved up into the top 8, but I guess maybe I'm wrong.
No, not yet.
no,
It's
he's
just outside.
yeah, a lot of variety from what they show on the side for their armies. I mean, I think Carson's only played ogres really the last year. Joel's played Feck and Stormcast consistently. Tristan's playing Stormcast, Sylvaneth. Alex has been Lumineth and Gitz. Laron plays whatever he feels like it. Like we said, Michael has just gone to every GT since the Zinch book has come out and has been hammering them. Oh. Dylan plays with geese.
That's it.
Well, Dylan with one L plays with geese. Dylan with two L's likes murder machines.
I still don't have mine painted yet. That's the next army that's getting painted.
I have the FOMO box sitting on my shelf, not even touched. My son wanted it, we got it, and then he's like, wait to do anything with it, and then we haven't done anything with it. So I'll just keep painting my Soul Blight, and I'll keep painting my Gits and cities.
I'm finishing up my Nurgle for the tournament in 2 weeks.
Tournament. Oh, one day.
RT, yeah. Okay. Springfields.
All right. So the thing we're really here to talk about, Summergeddon. This is what we're here to talk about. And you've sold out of the AOS teams, and if you can get 2 more teams, you'll open it up for that, right?
Yeah, we sold out way quicker than I thought we would, and it's been kind of crazy the way people are just kind of glomming on, and I can't be happier about where we're at now. It's been a great ride so far.
Yeah, 96 players. You add 2 more teams. You're at I don't want to do math. 100
14?
14. That's it.
Oh, math is hard. I should have asked my 13-year-old for that one. Of course, he probably only knows how to use a calculator.
That's not funny. I've gotten to that point in my age as well. Hey Google, what's what and what?
So you're having 5 different events, and the website shows 4.
So we actually Guild Ball. Without going into too much right now, the game's kind of in a state because of I probably won't win any fans here, but support from the company, and so in an effort to kind of streamline things, the TOs and I talked about it, and we went ahead and dropped it from the schedule, and that's why we can add it, another pairing for AOS. So
Okay. So for people who don't know, the main draw is the Sigmar side with 2-man Blood Bowl teams, 3-man Kill Team teams, and teams of 3 of Marvel Crisis Protocol.
mm-hmm. And this is the first year we've done anything besides AOS.
AOS, for those who don't know, is 8-man teams.
Yes, 8-man. Big, giant teams. Has it been 8-man teams forever, or is this
no?
New?
That's kind of the story behind. We initially started. I don't know if you want me to go into it. I will, but we initially started as a club event. I kind of got tired of going to tournaments, and after round 1, having to play the people in my club. You travel with people, you don't have to play them at all, and so I worked with a developer to try and build some pairing software that basically would allow us to pair clubs against clubs. So 10-man teams, and you'd never play your anybody in your club at that point. I know there are other ways to do it, but we did it that way, and so that's really what it started as. I wanted to see people to be able to enjoy the time with those they drove down and not have to play them, and that's kind of how it was started.
That's yeah, awesome. And then has it just been slowly over time that it's just got consistently closer to the world's format?
So last year
Or
we
was yeah.
moved to we moved to about 99% world's format. The only thing we didn't do was multiple battle plans, and but we have moved this year to a full world's format.
So if people have looked at the world's format, they'll look at your pack and be like, "Oh, they're the same,"
I won't go into
or
detail,
almost
but the
identically,
spelling mistakes might be exactly the same, if there are any.
if there are any. If not, there's two really good people when it comes to proofreading, right?
Yeah, Travis does proofreading sometimes for me too.
And I think Travis uses AI for that.
Very good possibility.
I mean, I've seen those pictures with three hands, Travis.
I use my history degree for my proofreading.
You're not a PE teacher with that degree.
Nope. Nope.
You don't teach sex ed in middle school?
No.
You have a history degree and you're not a teacher or a coach.
I'm nothing. I'm a businessman.
Businessman. He's coaching his daughter. That's where he brings in the coach.
Okay, I'll take
No,
that.
yeah, your daughter's gonna wreck everyone in like 3 years, right?
That's Jesse Stormcast right there from the first year.
Yep.
He used to wreck with that list. That was a prime list for a while.
Sparkle.
That is Sparkle Motion.
Yeah, I'm just going through pictures while we're talking.
No. It's actually, it brings a smile to my face because I don't think I saw anyone having a bad time, and that was pretty awesome.
That's good. I really hope that we can find enough people to get those last two tables in. Because
Every one of the captains, we have a chat for the captains because I usually run things by them and make sure they're okay with certain things that I like to do because I really want the people that are coming to play to be a part of the process, right? I just don't like making arbitrary decisions that could affect other people's fun time. And so all of us are working on that right now, actually. So yeah, we're hitting everybody up.
might have to just message Dylan. I'm like, Dylan, find me 4 more guys. So we only have to find 8 more.
So
Well, we're reaching out to Colorado. We're reaching out to.
I'm talking to some
clubs.
people in Florida and Boston area.
We should look at Chance Crabtree out of I think Louisiana or Mississippi. He's got a traveling team for team tournaments as well.
Make that happen.
I
One,
was
two,
gonna
three.
say,
He's in the St. Louis Discord.
1, 2, 3. Make it happen.
Yep.
yeah, I might reach out to James Matthews because my son loves like the stuff that he did with lists, like when we were first learning, and
That's in the process right now. We've got 2 or 3 people that said they would reach out to him.
yeah, so I'll message him because, like I said, my son loved what James did with lists, and it's like that. And Flying Monkey, I think like 3 years ago, he grudged James, and he's like, "Dad, if I win, will you buy me a Maw Crusher?"
I was there. Yeah.
I was
was
there
like,
for that.
Sure. And
Yeah.
so James walks to me like when the round is almost over, and he's like, "So for this win, does he just have to win?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's all he has to do." He walks back in after saying that to me and just yells, "I concede."
Yep.
I was like, "Well, that's not exactly how I expected this to go."
I was at the table next to them and laughed. I mean, just could not stop laughing at you. I apologize now, but at the time it
No,
was
it's
so
fine.
funny.
I never did buy my son a Maw Crusher. I bought him the new Wolf Gets box instead when it came out
Well,
with the
I've got a
book
Maw
and
Crusher. I might have to
everything.
give it to him.
So I'm like, do you want the Maw Crusher or do you want this box? I'm like, I think this box is more than a Maw Crusher, and he's like, I'll take the box.
Yeah.
So,
Good times. Good times.
but it was an awesome event. I love Flying Monkey. James is a cool dude.
So this was the
of course,
first year, and this was in Tulsa.
so
We
it hasn't always been in Springfield.
No, the first year. So Jesse, he had just moved back to Tulsa, and he was really trying to get the Tulsa scene kind of going. And so that was another, kind of reason why we decided to start there, because we wanted to, support, another group, and try and build the the game up. Right? And so we started there. Things didn't go as planned, and that happens sometimes. And running an event that large, when you live 3.5 hours away, was a little stressful, to say the least. So yeah, we decided to move it to Springfield after that.
Makes sense. I couldn't even imagine trying to have a place that wasn't within a short drive, especially if you're having to bring terrain, maps, and
We brought it
everything.
all.
Yep.
Well, I will say this, and I just want to kind of throw a little shout out to Jeff Nauman. He runs Gateway for the AOS side. Um, Anytime you need terrain, he's there, and it doesn't matter how far it is. He'll stuff him and his brother Brent into a car with 10 boxes of terrain, and they all make it safe. So I can't complain.
That's awesome. I will say the more like I've been this last year was kind of eye opening about how many events we have going on in this region. Because like last year, as we talked about earlier this month or two ago, we had 9 events, and it's like awesome. I can plan my year around 7 of those, pretty easy. And this year we hit 18.
Yeah.
Like
So Travis might be able to help me here, but it was 2 years ago maybe. Pat and I hit. I don't know. We did like 120 something tournament rounds. The two of us did, and
That
that
was
wasn't
last season.
calling. That was last season. That wasn't counting RTTs. So
yeah,
Yeah.
I think
You
you
guys
hit
went to.
like every GT you could last year.
They
yeah,
did. They did every Great Plains Masters, I think, except one, and then you did Texas, Adepticon,
and a
and
couple others. I just can't
did
remember
did you
where.
go to LVO or no?
Yeah, I did go to LGO that year.
Yeah.
So yeah. So it's about supporting your fellow, TOs, right? If they come to your event, I do everything I can to go to theirs, but I might have gone a little too far, and
Well,
A little bit of burnout.
well, when 96 people show up to your event, that's a
granted,
lot of other events you potentially have to go to.
I understand, and we're not gonna repeat that this year.
Like like so this year was this last season of Great Plains is the first year I have made it out to Vault Wars, and that was awesome. I wish I'd hit it sooner. And
That's a
then
Travis thing too, by the way. If everybody doesn't know that, Travis runs that event. It's
yeah,
a really, really good event, singles tournament.
yep. And he's confirmed Halloween contest again, costumes.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
So
Killing me.
It's perfect.
yeah, so
This year will be the fifth Vault Wars, so I'm doing something special for those who've been to all five.
how many people have been to all 5?
I
Or
think it's
4
a
of them?
handful. I think there's about 5 or 6 people.
Laurent,
Yeah,
JJ,
LeBron, Jeff,
JJ,
um,
Eli.
I've got the list somewhere.
Yep, yep.
Yeah.
I missed the first one. I actually joined this group the weekend of the first Vault Wars,
Yeah, that's when he got his exposure to AOS.
and I was hooked. So, I hadn't played since any kind of games workshops or any kind of mini games since like '89 or something like that. So,
Did you just say 89?
shut up.
I wasn't even born yet.
Yeah, thank you, Chuckles. I appreciate that. That's awesome.
Well, because I heard 89 and I'm like, in my head, I flipped it to 98. And I'm like, yeah, I wasn't playing anything then. And I was like, no, wait. He said a different number.
Yeah, I'll be 51 in 12 days.
Well, happy early birthday.
Made it
We
this
need to
far.
get you 2 more tables filled up for the Sigmar side.
Yeah, that'd be just fantastic. 14 teams. It's getting hard to beat this event when it comes to 8-man teams. I just I'm really excited.
Yeah, because for North America, this is the largest team event, right? Because I think 14 teams is bigger than the Masters.
No, Masters will have 32, I think. So not Masters, excuse me. Worlds will have
Yeah,
32.
Worlds
We
will have,
had,
but for North America, this will be the largest team event, right?
yeah, I think there was one earlier this year that may have gotten the same amount. I'm gonna have to look it up really quick. Um, or maybe we've got them by 2. I just can't remember. But if we go to 14, we will definitely, as far as I understand, be the largest team event in the continental U.S.
Hell
So,
yeah.
so why don't you tell people like the big draw for this tournament? Because you just got a email about it, I think today.
Yeah, so we put in for a golden ticket for AOS and for the Kill Team event, but we were awarded 8 golden tickets. So the winning team will actually get a golden ticket for every person on that team. So that's pretty excited about that. So
Congrats to whoever beats my team and the 4 other ones you play.
well,
So
that's the thing. I
Dylan
mean,
already said he wants Texas to take it back again. I want someone to just make their team to just screw Texas over, just so he has a rough time.
Um, I would prefer people not just actively go after them. I'm afraid his shorts might get shorter if we do something like that, and I just really, I just
Well,
don't want
next
that in
you
my
know
life.
he's going to have a thong on his head and to match the shirt.
That's just that is that's an image I don't want in my head. But thank you
It's
for
it's there
dropping that
now.
on me. It is there
He's
now.
going to look like the little priest from the new cities models.
Oh my God. Oh, that's good. That's a good one. That's a good one. Go Cities, yay!
So
That's actually the Great Plains Masters. That's the finals last year.
so are we having like a top 8?
Yes.
Mhm.
So we are doing that again.
We're doing that. It's not at the same place. We're doing it at Metagames. And I'm working with the GPM committee to get prize support and swag and stuff for that.
Okay.
And that's at Metagames right there. That picture is.
Yeah. And
Shout
it'll
out
be
to
this
Metagames.
Friday.
Shout out to Metagames, Alan, Jeremy, all the guys there. They support every community that plays out of there. Um, I mean, it's just crazy what they do for us. So, if you're in Springfield, Mo, visit these guys.
Hey, you can see the shop a little better in this.
Yeah, they have a game room back there, like 3,900 square feet. That's just crazy to me.
Yeah, I was looking at their pinball machines and I was like, oh man, my dad used to have some of these in our basement. And then he sold them. So, what do you think you're most excited for about the Summergeddon this year?
Um, so I think I've had really good luck with vendors and the prize support that they give us and things like that. Um, I really, it's going to sound kind of, flaky or whatever, but I really just love seeing the faces, people's faces when they win a prize or when they do good in their round. I mean, that's really the reason I do this. I like to see other people have a good time. So, um, I'm excited to see it be done with too. um, but no, I mean, seeing people, having a great time and everything like that is really, really what I look forward to every year. Kind of kind of helps my brain, ration out that serotonin a little more, so the dopamine a little more, so that I can make it through the rest of the year.
Just so you can look forward to it again next year.
Yep. And the one thing that's super important to me, that whatever teams play Travis's team, they destroy him.
Didn't you just say that we're not supposed to
He started
gun for Texas, and now you're saying destroy Travis?
No, not his whole team, just him.
Oh, yeah. Just Travis. Okay.
Yeah.
I have no delusions of grandeur.
Remember, Travis relies on a 5-up board.
Yeah, he used to rely on I reroll ones and twos, and I've got a 6-inch pile in after the fact. That's what he used to rely on.
Those are the best times.
Yeah.
But half your charge.
Yeah.
18-inch or 12-inch bubble, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Demon Prince.
And my Vanguard, all 3 of them are my general. Blah 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 blah.
3. It was 6.
Okay, at the time you were only playing with 3.
The youngin is talking back to the elderly.
That's nothing new, sir. That's nothing new. That is par for the course.
Yeah. This guy looks familiar. I can't remember who this is.
That's Jake Bentrip. He runs River City.
Who's that?
Jake.
Jacob. He was on our last
podcast. Oh, okay. Yes. I know who Jacob is.
Yeah.
He had a good event run at Taxman. Came in 3rd overall with Lumina.
Yep, he's kind of, he moved from, Skaven to which one was it after that?
Skaven, Seraphon, Idnath.
Well, for a while he was playing Hedonites, yeah.
Jake's like they're on. He's good with most armies.
Yeah. So this year we moved back to a hotel. We're at a convention center this year. I just knew that we weren't going to be able to use the same space we did previously. It just wasn't going to work out. And so I overbooked the space. We ended up with like 11,000 something square feet. Initially, we were like, we only needed like 2,000 of that. So I think it was like 5,200 feet per slide in this convention center. And, we needed more. And the hotel was gracious enough to not, kill us with the price. And so this year, I thought we would be okay on space, but now I'm starting to stress just a little bit.
Getting tight?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good problem.
Yeah. I still want people to be able to breathe in between the rows of tables.
So we kick off this event. Does it start on a Friday, and is it 2 rounds per, or is it 3 rounds?
So currently it's 3 and 2, Saturday, Sunday. If we get much bigger, I mean, in reality, at 12 teams, we probably should be doing 2 rounds Friday, 3 rounds Saturday, 2 rounds Sunday. That's really what we probably should be doing. I just didn't know we would be at these numbers of teams just yet. So currently, early check-ins on Friday. I think we'll be down there about 5 o'clock, 5:30 in the afternoon on Friday. You can come in and get your little swag bag and get yourself checked in, and then we will start our first rounds. I think the doors open at 8 in Saturday morning, and I think the first rounds for most games start at 9, 8:30 or 9 or 9ish, I think. So yeah.
So far everything's exceeded your expectations, especially getting the 12 teams in like 2 months.
Yeah. And honestly and truthfully, I mean, I think that except for a couple teams that I actually spent some time with in other locations, it's all been word of mouth. I mean, which is great. It just means we'll have to start doing more things like this in the coming years to really kind of pull people, from other areas that maybe we don't get to, or people who come to the event don't get to.
Yeah,
You
let's.
wanna you wanna talk about how you're gonna get terrain and fill tables?
Yeah. So we've been working on utilizing a terrain format very similar to what Adepticon does, right? The larger an event gets, the harder it is to have 60 or whatever it is individual tables, which we would all like to see that kind of special terrain on every table. It just doesn't. It's just not feasible at a certain point. And so what we're doing is, we had some custom mats designed. So we've got game mats that are going to be matching terrain that we've either purchased the rights for, or we've had designed. And so we're working really hard right now. As a matter of fact, I'm surprised you can't hear it, but I've got two FDM printers behind me going full speed. There's about 8 of us doing a similar thing to get it all painted or get it all printed and painted. So yeah, that's one thing, and we do, like I said, we're probably going to have to, get terrain that we use for Vault Wars, and then Jeff and some others might need to bring it, but currently that's the plan is by next year to be totally independent of every other group, and have our own um, train pieces and our own custom mats.
That's pretty cool.
Just in time for GW to change the terrain layout for you.
Well, we're trying to make sure that so terrain does change, but overall the sizes and types of terrain, they might change too. But as long as you've got a good variety of size and just different, either passable or obscuring or whatever else, I think we'll still be okay. So
Should be.
yeah, and it just makes it easier. We break a piece, we have the file, we just print it, and we know what palette the terrain's painted in. If a mat gets torn, we have that artwork. We can have another one reprinted. We don't have to hope the store's still in business that we got it from. So yeah, yeah, yeah. Pretty
Got
excited
another
about that.
got another one for you.
Uh-oh.
How are you doing pairings? Are you gonna get those cards made like I did for Guts and Glory, or
So so I the last couple of years I've wanted to do cards. Most of this comes out of my pocket until we get like to the day pretty much where we don't do refunds anymore, and then I pay myself back. And last year I there was $100 left over, so that went to our event space this year. But um, yes, I want to do that. I know that after going to Masters, teams take a lot of pride in making their own cards. They love it, right? There were some really creative and cool ones. Can't remember what team it was, but they had theirs done kind of like tarot cards. It was really cool. So I'm going to print them for every team, and then if they don't need them, they don't need them. So we'll do that.
nice.
And another thing that we kind of do that um, I think is kind of in a weird way is sets us apart from a lot of events, only in how it can, bolster somebody's, day, right? So what we've tried to do since day one is during each round in between rounds, we do our door prizes, right? So if you've had a bad round, you didn't do that well and you win something, I mean, it does make you feel better, right? It does lift your spirits a little bit. So we really try to at every step make sure people are having a good time.
I've noticed that at a bunch of tournaments that I've been to lately, that they've been doing their door prizes through the whole event. Is
Yeah,
that
that's
just
because of me.
becoming more common because it cuts down on awards and stuff you have to do at the end? And like you said, if someone has a bad round, it might make them feel a little better.
I would say it's a little bit of both, right? I know that everyone wants to go home as early as they can on Sunday, right? So if you can cut down the amount of time after the last round, that way people can either get back to their hotel and go drink some beer or whatever, or they can get in their car and drive 5 hours like some of us do, right? Anytime you can do that, I think it's great, right? And so most of the people locally play in this event. When I say locally, I mean Missouri, Oklahoma, Illinois, Kansas, and things like that. They all play in the event as well, and it was really well received what we did between rounds. And I think that I think every tournament should do it, to be honest, right? It's something I feel strong about when it comes to that. If you do a lot of door prizes.
Yeah. So, what is this about a wrestling costume contest?
Oh my goodness. Every team event I've been to, whether it be a format at Adepticon, anything that we've done at LVO, or anything that we've done anywhere really, on Saturday, most teams that are really tight, they come in some kind of outfit. You know what I mean? It's just the way it is. And I think that I made a mistake by saying let's do like an 80s, early 90s wrestling theme when it comes to, your costumes or whatever on Saturday. Because immediately thereafter, I got several screenshots of very just graphic, pictures of people in, leotards and stuff. And if that's any indication, I might actually not come to my own event on Saturday. So, that might be what it is. So
I mean, you said 80s, 90s. Like, that's what you asked for.
I know, and I didn't think about it at first. I was thinking more like headbands, and wristbands, and like maybe like crazy neon colors. And then it dawned on me that that is part of it. The other part is, Andre the Giant in his onesie.
What you're gonna get, yeah.
Yep. And actually, all of the games I've kind of put that challenge out there that all the games do that, and I'm actually probably might have a really cool award for overall for whichever team in any of the games comes out the hardest.
So, there is only one acceptable costume for the Texas team,
The
and that is
Undertaker?
they need to come as Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Nope. As one of the Von Erichs, because that would allow Dylan to wear short shorts, right? So, you know,
He's already going to wear them.
okay, but you can't be Steve Austin and wear those shorts. I mean, I'm sorry. You can't fit the Austin 316 on something that tiny. Sorry.
Oh, he's not even here to defend himself.
You know what? He wouldn't either. He
No, he
wouldn't.
wouldn't.
He would
He
just
just
he just go
roll
along
with
with it. Yeah.
Oh my god.
And we are doing this year. We are also doing an event-wide painting contest. So we are going to do every it'll be open to anyone. And we'll basically do like a really cheesy kind of um, event for everyone. I think we're doing unit. I think we're doing single model, hero, whatever, and we might be doing. I can't remember what the other one is. We're doing a third one for that. So
And is this for all the games? Like they'll get put theirs into the same competition, or is it spread out between the game
well,
system?
every system is actually doing a best painted or something like that, right? They're doing something along those lines. But this is I wanted something where people could bring a model that they're not going to play with, and I wanted to give kind of a more of a unity feeling. I wanted every game system to kind of feel like they're a part of everything, right? Because it's important. And so I figured we'd do something like this, like instead of a golden demon, we might call it a
Golden Dawn.
silver. We're not going to
Golden
do that.
Dawn?
No, we're not going to do that. People will twist that so much. I just don't want anything to do with that.
You don't want people twisting the Dawns?
Yep. Nope. I'm good. Maybe we'll do the silver turnbuckle or something like that. You know what I mean? That'll be the grand winner. So something like that. So
From the top rope?
I mean, if Travis keeps it up, it'll probably be from the ceiling, like way up there.
Hell in a cell.
Yeah. There you go. You
You want to talk about the charity auction you're doing?
Yeah. So I'm really, really excited about this. The Ronald McDonald House is probably one of the best family orientated, charities that I can think of. I've got to do, I want to say 5. It might actually only be 4. 4 events with them, and basically you just go to the Ronald McDonald House, and you cook a meal for for the families that are there, right? You come in, you cook, you clean up, you do all these things you can. Um, and it really gives those people one night where they don't have to worry about everything. Some of these people are 10 hours away from their home. There's them and their other small children, packed into their family room, and they're in the hospital all day long with their small child. They don't want to they don't have to cook dinner. They're exhausted. Life has really just kind of worn them out. So to me, being able to do that for other people, for these families, is it's probably been one of the most worthwhile things I feel that I've done, in my almost 51 years, is to kind of help them out. So with that being said, we are doing a charity raffle, and we have so far we have who would we have? We have Obed, we have Sean Kehoe, we have several other people, and I only say their names because right now they came to the top of my head because I spoke to them like 10 minutes ago or 10 minutes before this. But what I think are some of the best painters in the GPM, and they are painting models, and they're going to donate those so that some lucky winner can spend some hard-earned money on raffle tickets, and yeah, hopefully we make a lot of money for the Ronald McDonald House. Oh, and don't ask them what they're painting. They're supposed to be keeping everything a secret.
So
Awesome.
lots of potential models coming up for the raffle at the end.
Yep,
That
and
will
there'll
be
be
a
other things
surprise
as
when you
well.
get to
So
it.
yeah, there'll be other things as well.
All right. Have I
I don't
missed
know.
anything that we need to talk about for this event?
No, I do want to say something really quick though, and I don't normally say nice things about this person because it makes my insides hurt and twist. But Travis really has been a great a help in running these events. You know, I've pretty much been out there by myself the prior years, TOing and doing all these other things. But one of the things I know I can count on Travis for is, making sure our packet's correct, making sure I'm not missing anything like that. Day of, he's there helping set up, tear down. A lot of people are, but he's been a great partner in that sort of thing. So I do want to say thank you, Travis. I really do appreciate what you're doing. And then Chase from Sparkle Motion, he's uh he's just really taken off with everything. He does our website for free. Yeah, he does all of that for free. He does a lot of our artwork for free. And he's just been a great partner in that too. So without the two of them, even though they get to play and I don't, without the two of them, this wouldn't have been possible. And I just like to keep that momentum up, and I wanted to thank both.
I'll be humble, Don. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's your one free humble Travis for the day.
Yeah.
That is one compliment for the year.
Now I can be a jerk at the tournament and everything's even.
Do what you need to do. Gold, silver turnbuckle. I'm just saying. I got to make that happen now. Damn.
You could print off a. Well, no, you got if you're gonna turnbuckle, it's got to be a real one, not a printed one.
I've got something in mind right now. It's going to happen.
Gonna happen. All right, so that might be a good spot for us to end it today. A little short, but if people know that players looking to play in teams, um, you don't need a lot of experience. We got captains that are going to be running teams. They'll do pairings and stuff, and we just need 12 more people to fill this out.
Yeah, 12 more
More.
people total. Yeah.
So, because
So let's there's a Discord if anyone's interested, or what's the website? Summergeddon.com or
Yep.
summergeddon.com, and it has
Yeah.
a Discord link on the top.
so if you're interested, click that link and go to the I need a team chat.
Yep. When you join the server, I believe you just say @AOS, and the bot will get you put into the AOS groups, and just jump on the I Need a Team, and we'll get you hooked up.
All right. Anything else you guys want to shout out before we call it a night?
Thanks, Brett. I appreciate you having me on here, especially to go over the event. I really do appreciate that. It's great of you and the channel.
Yeah, we'll get you back later when we get lists live.
Oh, that's gonna be a long show.
That's gonna be a really long show because we know what Masters was like.
I'm gonna be sick that day.
You're gonna be sick that day.
That's gonna be a 4-parter, right?
It might have to be.
It's gonna be a Ken Burns documentary.
Well, thank you. I'm done.
All right. You guys have a good night.
You too.